Hi, everybody. Wow. You scream so loud that your microphone doesn't even pick it up. Your
Really?
microphone nopes. Yeah, your microphone is like, nope, not doing that.
Wow. It's a very sensitive mic.
Yes,
I didn't
yes,
actually
yes.
touch it. You don't
Well,
smack the mic.
yeah. Well, you don't have to.
Yeah, I know. That's the point.
Hi everybody, welcome to the show. We will this is our second Deep Space Nine week, so we're back to Poirot next week, but
uh, uh, we might want to talk about that because you know what next week is.
oh, do you want to take next week off because it's Christmas Eve?
It's Christmas Eve. And the week after that, of course, is New Year's Eve.
Okay, well, so are you saying you want to take the next 2 weeks off? We haven't talked about this. I mean, I'm fine with that, but we haven't
It
discussed it.
literally just occurred to me after the excitement of the hooray, we're live.
Yes.
I will be out of town for the New Year's one.
Okay.
So I think it would probably be a good idea to take the 2 weeks off.
Okay, well, let's do that because yeah. So next 2 weeks, no show. So which is perfect because it'll then when we come back in 2 weeks, we'll start a new Poirot. So okay. Anyway, couldn't we just Steven says couldn't we just not have Christmas? And yeah, so we are watching Deep Space Nine.
Steve, why didn't you tell me there was a quarterly meeting? I need to know these things so that I can forget them.
I reminded you several times.
255 AD asks, why don't we take the rest of the year off?
I believe that's the plan. I believe that's the plan.
Oh.
We're going to go for it. But yeah, we are watching Deep Space Nine tonight. We are watching Inquisition. So if you have not already done so, go ahead and queue that episode up at, on whatever service or by whatever means you plan to watch it. And we will get back to that in about 15 or 20 minutes whenever we finish up with our pre-show chat. No, Azalea, unfortunately for you, that does not mean we're skipping Poirot and watching In the Pale Moonlight next. We're doing Poirot. Although Azalea does make mention this is a pretty decent run of Deep Space Nine episodes because this one that we're about to watch tonight, Inquisition, is pretty good, I think. And then In the Pale Moonlight. In the Pale Moonlight is one of those episodes that is on almost everybody's short list for best episode of the entire series. So that's going to be interesting to see how underwhelmed Dana is by that one.
Oh my.
That's just my prediction. It's just my prediction. 255 AD, yes, I get it. You weren't expecting this episode. Yes. Actually, somebody else made that joke earlier, and I said, it would have been a funny little in-joke if they had cast a Spanish actor to play Agent Sloan in this one. But anyway. But yes, we are, and at 255 AD earlier said, it's a good episode, but it did introduce a concept that I think has not led to good things in modern Trek. I will say I don't think any show that has picked up this concept after Deep Space Nine introduced it has done anything all that great with it. Yeah, so I think we agree. It's an idea that is introduced in this episode and recurs once or twice in Deep Space Nine, but then other shows picked it up and just it's never been as interesting as it is here.
Well, that's the challenge of setting a high standard, high expectations,
Well, it also introducing a concept that is very specific and can easily be reinterpreted into something else that just isn't as specific and isn't as interesting. But we can talk about that when we watch the episode. Kirok says, did you ever watch Buck Rogers in the 25th Century? And did you hear about Gil Gerard? I watched it when I was a wee little kid. I remember it here and there. But yes, obviously, Gil Gerard passed away. So, I mean, it might be a good time to go back and rewatch some of those because I haven't watched them in forever. Yes, yes,
Or
Dana.
the Looney Tunes version
Duck Dodgers
in the
in the
24th and a
25th and a
half
half
century. Is
century.
it 25th or 24th?
20 is it 24th or maybe it's 24th. 24th and a half century. But anyway, yes. Yes. Love me some Duck Dodgers. But that is not the subject. We're talking
No.
about Buck Rogers and specifically the TV series, which starred Gil
Yes.
Gerard, who as I believe I mentioned, is fucking dead. And you just pissed all over his memory because you had to make your Looney Tunes reference, and I hope you're happy.
Well, overall, I am happy. But honestly, I mean, seriously, I would love to be commemorated by Looney Tunes. That would be a great honor. So there you go. And yeah, I am. Do you know, I have so many reasons to be happy. I really do.
Do you? Well, I'm glad.
Me too. I'm happy, in fact.
255 AD says, I'm opposed philosophically to what other shows have done with it, but I imagine you consider that wankery. I don't know about that. I'm not opposed philosophically to what other shows have done with it. I'm just opposed to what other shows have done with it because it's never been very interesting.
They haven't done a good job.
After this. Yeah, I mean, it does, like Deep Space Nine does something, it sets it up as a very particular thing and uses it for a specific purpose as far as like its social commentary and its allegory for the United States, and and other shows that have used it since then have not done anything nearly that thoughtful or that interesting with it. So
okay, I'll take your word for it because I have no idea what any of you are talking about.
Well, when we finish the episode, we can talk more about it because you'll know by then. Yeah.
Hopefully.
So you are almost done with school this year.
So close. So today was the first day of finals. We have another day for finals in the morning, and then theoretically 2 periods with students in the afternoon. We'll see what happens. Because if the students in those classes theoretically took their final exams today, I have not prepared any work for them. And then Friday we have a half day for final makeups. So students can just come in, make the final. I had one of the students I had a student who was sick today during finals, and I called and mom said, I'm so sorry, we'll figure out something. So we made arrangements for that student to come and take the final later. So yeah, very excited about that.
Almost done.
So close. Can we talk about the other thing?
What's the other thing?
You don't remember? Over the weekend, I did a thing.
Oh yes, you took your test. Yes, of course. Yes, please talk about it. Yes.
So yeah, I took the GRE, and according to the estimated scores, it sounds like I did good enough to get into my doctoral program. So I'm very excited.
That's awesome. And
So
I know a
that.
big weight off of your shoulders because that was something that you've been preparing for, and
and really not knowing what to expect. And then today I went to order my transcripts, and I went to click submit payment, and nothing happened. And so I put in a request to tech support, and I have I'm not worried about it because it's not due till the middle of March. Just it feels so nice to be relatively on top of things. And let me tell you, if it takes it's even fine if it takes multiple weeks, because we got holidays coming up here and the end of the year and Mm-hmm. So I'm fine. I have plenty of time to get things done. Oh, it feels so nice. It feels so nice. Yeah. I printed off my syllabus for the English classes. I have not yet finished the syllabus for Monstrous Lit, but I taught it last time without having a syllabus. So I'm feeling pretty good with prepping, getting things ready for next semester, when I will have all different preps, just not thinking about trying to juggle all of that. But yeah. And I had one of my junior class had finals today, and before the end of the day, I got that sucker graded. Yes. Haven't put the grades in yet. But I'll probably do that during planning period tomorrow. But yeah, I'm glad that I got that out of the way already. So yeah, feeling very on top of things, and with
Awesome.
teacher stuff that it doesn't happen very often. So it's so nice when it does. It feels so good. It feels so good.
255AD asks, have you seen all the anti-SJWs now suddenly think the CW Supergirl show was amazing now that they need something to compare the new Supergirl movie to in order to complain about it? Yeah, they've suddenly decided retroactively that Melissa Benoist was a great Supergirl, and also they have retroactively decided that they liked Supergirl from the Flash movie too, even though at the time they hated that as well. But see, because the Flash movie was part of the previous regime before James Gunn took over, now that's automatically good, even though they didn't like it at the time. So yeah, but yeah, it's really funny, and what's really hilarious is like the number of them who are pretending that the new Supergirl is not like conventionally attractive enough for them, like which I really don't get. I really don't get. I mean, everybody is like has their own personal taste, of course, but how you can look at the new Supergirl and think, yeah, she's not pretty enough to be Supergirl. Like, who are you looking at? What is wrong with you? Um, and all the shit about like, oh, she wears a trench coat just like Star-Lord did in Guardians of the Galaxy. James Gunn's just repeating himself. Like nobody has ever worn a fucking trench coat in a movie before, you know. And also, James Gunn didn't make the new Supergirl movie. I hate to, I keep, people need to be reminded, like, James Gunn is the producer and is the executive producer of like the whole franchise, but James Gunn did not write or direct the new Supergirl movie. Completely different people. And yeah, and yes, Melissa was a great Supergirl, David. I agree. I thought she was terrific. But I mean, the people who are now saying that they like her in order to attack the new one, they didn't think that at the time. They hated it. They thought it was woke and whatever. Which it was, which is one of the things I liked about it. It was super woke, and that's what I liked about it. Yeah, Mr. I Love the Ants. All this goddamn color in my superhero movies. I know. Steven, it's so sad. Yeah, it's so sad. The Snyder Bros think that the sale of WB means they. I love that they imagine that like the fucking bloodless executives, whether it's Netflix or Paramount, whoever ends up owning Warner Brothers, they honestly think that the fucking capitalist vultures who are buying this studio give a single fuck about the actual creative content of what they're buying. They see it as assets. They see it as commercial property. None of these people are like, and the first thing we're going to do is get in there and bring back the Zack Snyder version of the DC universe, because like they don't fucking care. As long as it makes money, that's what they're going to do. Like they don't fucking care. And also, they're definitely not going to bring back the Snyderverse because the Snyderverse didn't make any fucking money. And I mean, all these Snyder bros, they're in such denial about that. Like that's the reason why they killed it in the first place. You think they hired James Gunn because the previous regime with the DC Comics movies was doing so fucking great? Like, yeah, no. Everyone, exactly, Philip. Everyone who wears a trench coat is just ripping off Columbo. Exactly. So anyway, yeah.
Yes. Are we ready?
Do you want to start? You want to go ahead and start?
I don't know. Is there anything else we want to talk about? Anything that's not depressing? Because somebody also mentioned, Rob Reiner. But
yeah, and we can. I mean, there's a lot we can say about that, but maybe we can. Yeah, we can. We can save that for later. So yeah, we're gonna watch Star Trek Deep Space Nine, and it is season 6, episode 18, Inquisition. So again, if you have not done so yet, go ahead and cue that up and be ready to watch along with us. And Dana, would you like to explain to everybody how our little operation works here?
Yes, and then can we mention that I should have thought maybe I don't know if anybody afterwards if we want to talk about the Vanity Fair photo shoot because we've talked a little bit about that, but I don't know if anybody that was like
Well,
that's
I
been on
mean,
my
you
radar.
you just said you were ready to watch the show.
I was, but I thought of something while you were talking about that and just remember it for later is what I'm saying.
Let's remember it for later. Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
Yes.
Let's remember it for later.
Okay, so hopefully you've had a chance to get your copy of season 6, episode 18.
You got it.
Something about the Inquisition or Inquisitor.
Inquisition. Inquisition.
That. You've got it all queued up. Make sure it's at like 0000 or close within that frame. And then Steve is going to say 3, 2, 1, play. And when Steve said play, we all click play together. So make sure you have your remote or your mouse or whatever controller device you have handy. And then pay attention to Steve for once.
Wow.
And when Steve says play, we all click play. Hooray!
That's how it works.
I'm ready. Are you ready?
I'm ready. Just like Dana said, I'll say 3, 2, 1, play. Everybody hit play when I say play, and we'll watch Inquisition.
Yay!
All right. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, play. So Odo said, Dr. Bashir, if I could give you one piece of advice, it would be this. Wear sunscreen.
But I'll miss you. That top is just woo. Look at them. Woo.
Well, it's athletic wear. He was riding the rapids. He was kayaking.
Oh, okay. He just wanted to make sure he didn't, blend into the rapids too much.
Look at his little jammies. Timestamp is on screen, Amara. 2:15, 2:17, 2:18, 2:19, 2:20. Yeah.
Woo-hoo.
It's right there. He looks exactly like Death,
Oh,
David Corrigan.
take them to their quarters.
Take them away. Yeah, we know the way to our quarters.
Hmm. You should give scones a try.
Scones are good.
Most baked goods I find are live up to their name of, goods.
Goods. They're not called baked bads.
Mm. Pizza is baked and it is good. Mm. Die Hard villain vibes. Where? I mean, maybe. I mean,
The guy,
not
Director
nearly enough
Sloan.
screening for that at this point.
Yeah, Captain Kyle makes a good point. In Starfleet, you can say whatever you want as long as you preface it with all due respect.
Especially if, like, the next phrase is, which is none.
With all
You
due
are not,
respect, sir, I think you're a
which is
piece of
none.
shit, and the first chance I get, I'm going to fucking kill you. With all due respect.
Um, the Noonan space, we are watching Deep Space Nine. Not like we're not broadcasting it none, but we have it queued up and then we're chit chatting about it as we watch. And it says in the video description what it is. And yeah, you can watch along.
David C. Drake, permission to speak rudely, sir?
Permission
Exactly.
to speak rudely, sir.
Always, always. I like my people to be honest and forthright with me. Oh, I'm a cocksucker, am I?
You can go to hell, sir. With respect.
With respect. With all due respect. Fuck you.
Hungry.
My magic food hole is broken.
How am I supposed to take my shower without a roast beef sandwich?
He's not the one who does that.
So are the ones that are leading them around, are they like,
What?
are they like from the space station, or are they with Sloan?
They're with the new guy. They're with Sloan. Yeah.
Just one more thing.
Nothing villainous about that guy.
Uh,
Hi, Caitlin. Yeah, we started a little early. Sorry. Hope you can catch up. Or just watch it later. There you go, Caitlin. David, in my experience, DoorDash always just forgets the drink.
if you're suspicious, why are you being so open, dumb butt?
Rude. Just hang up in the middle of a sentence like that.
Dun dun dun. No, you didn't. But
He's playing it cool.
he's lying. It wasn't his. Did you get your breakfast? No, he got Worf's. The little card said so. Oh, are they gonna kiss?
Well, take it up with the writer, buddy.
He has not been patient. You said you were taking a nap. Nap right now.
Who isn't familiar with that term?
Dun dun dun.
You're saying I'm a Manchurian candidate.
Smarter.
I am smarter than most of them. It's our big moment. I really like her. You can tell she likes her job.
Carl, of course he did. That's what cats do.
He's been confined to his bucket for now. Ooh. Well, she just Rick Bermaned his communicator.
He's being so prickly.
She knows not to fuck with me.
Uh-oh.
Hi, creepy boy.
Oh. Get out.
The boss man's here now, Sloan. I was kind of hoping he'd force me to get violent with him. Oh well.
Thank you, sir. I mean, sir.
Cut to it not getting straightened out.
Not getting straightened out yet. I mean, you could have. Says you. Thank you. You're not a doctor. Why are you yelling? It's a long way from whatever else it is.
Thank you.
It's three questionable incidents.
cut him some slack. He's a main character on the show.
Tell the truth and shame the devil. Own your choices, dude. Come on.
Well, this is going well. I'll be honest with you, dude. You're screwed.
There would be less drama and less scenery for us to do right now. You don't have to. Woo! Interesting. Interesting phrasing. Nope. Go right ahead. No. Say no.
Bum, bum,
Dun, dun,
bum.
dun. Dude, shut your hole. See, this doesn't make sense. That's okay. It's okay. He's trying. Bless his little heart. Ah. Expository dialogue because he's forgotten everything.
Like Benedict Arnold.
Like, all of this is so unnecessary. So unnecessary. Shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. Caitlin, am I supposed to remember something? Good luck with that. Liz, I was thinking just sort of lurch forward and bite off his nose.
Just take a little bite.
He's the one who's working for you. Dun, 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 dun. Oh.
Yeah, yeah. Oh yeah. Fuck him up.
I hit my funny bone. It hurt. Snake Bit Cat. That was a nice one.
Why not?
Oh. Interesting.
Take this blinky thing from me.
You can just sing.
Am.
An innocent man. But all my porn's in there.
Oh, wait, that's the wrong one. That's the other implant.
Whoopsie. Caitlin, not next week, because next week is going to be Christmas Eve.
Yeah, that's right. You weren't here for that, Caitlin. We're taking the next 2 weeks off.
Really? Because torturing prisoners is, typically. Dun, dun, dun!
Kara, yes, we are.
Well, that would depend. Why? Why are they having this conversation?
Dana, it's a fucking TV show. What are they? God, they're characters in a TV show. Jesus.
The expository dialogue. You caught me monologuing.
Why
Except
are
in
they
this case,
having this
except in
conversation
this
so we
case,
know what the
it's-
fuck is going on in the show?
It's dialoguing. Liz, they pretend to be a biker gang. And you're not a traitor. Dun, 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 dun. But sometimes they do.
What if I gave you money? Do humans still
I'm
like
having
money?
fun with it. It's hilarious. Just humor me, dude. Did the ends justify the means then, Doctor? Oh, if you knew. Someday, Doctor. Please, there are ladies present.
Doctor, go night night.
Thank you, David C. Drake. That we are also a great power.
Exactly. Maybe he has a Wikipedia page.
Thank you, Caitlin. And you sing to him again. What part of no don't you understand? Dun, dun, dun.
Ba-ba-bum. The end.
And
So now you know.
da, 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 da.
Section 31. So, yeah, I mean, the thing about Section 31 is this is the first time we've ever heard about it. It was introduced in this episode. It comes back once or twice more before the end of Deep Space Nine. And of course, the writers of other Star Trek shows thought, that's a neat idea. Let's use that for our show too. And they fucked it up pretty much immediately because they started treating it like just another agency of Starfleet. And the whole point of Section 31 is it's a rogue agency. Like they're not even they're basically like they're not even the CIA. They're even worse than the CIA because at least the CIA theoretically exists within some legal framework and they have to be accountable for what they do. Section 31 is completely just free to do whatever it wants. And it's so secretive that like a high-ranking officer, even like Captain Sisko, had never heard of it before.
Yeah.
Like it's not well known. It's not like a
Mhm.
rumor or a whisper. Like nobody knows that it exists, and it's basically free to do whatever it wants. And that's what makes it interesting. And in subsequent appearances, they just kind of said, "Well, it's basically Starfleet intelligence," you know. And there's even there's a scene. I think somebody in the chat asked. Is there going to be a Plasma Burn Death said, is there going to be a Who Ruined Section 31 video? I mean, to me, the answer is it's probably Enterprise, because Enterprise was the next show that referenced it. I think what really drove the nail in the coffin was Discovery, when in Star Trek Discovery, you see that there are like Starfleet admirals who have oversight over Section 31, which like completely defeats the purpose of the whole thing. Like the whole point is they don't have oversight. They do whatever they want. So yeah, it's just, I don't think any other show that has picked up the concept has understood it, and has used it to, and also, I mean, it started, you probably shouldn't do a whole lot with Section 31 anyway.
Yeah.
For a couple of reasons. One is if you assign all of the really bad shit to Section 31, that kind of lets Starfleet off the hook. And it's okay if you're going to use Starfleet to critique like modern day, real life politics and real life governments. It's okay to have Starfleet itself like do bad shit every once in a while. Like pawning all of the questionable stuff off on Section 31 doesn't really, help that. And
Yeah.
But yeah, it's just, yeah.
Well,
and they try to make it cool. They try to make it cool. The other shows that like, especially when they did the Section 31 movie last year, that was one of the big problems with that, is that Section 31 is pitched as, oh, they're the super secret agency and they're like the amoral spies that get their hands dirty and do what's necessary to uphold
do what
Starfleet.
needs to be done.
Yeah. And then in the Section 31 movie, like none of those Section 31 agents that are the heroes of that movie do anything remotely morally questionable. It's like, well, what's this about? They're supposedly like, they're going to make, like, nothing they do is remotely morally questionable. Nothing they do would ever make anyone like, oh, gee, is this really who we are? Nothing remotely like that happens.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, not only that, which I realized that they can only do so much on, like, 90s, I don't know, network cable TV. Was this cable?
No, this was syndication. This was syndication.
Okay.
You don't know what syndication is?
I thought well,
it was so it's first run syndication, which doesn't really exist anymore. First run syndication means the shows were basically sold to individual TV stations. It wasn't aired on a network at like a regular, so it didn't air like at the same time every week. Okay. It aired at various times depending on what the stations that aired it chose to air it, basically.
Right.
Yeah. But it was broadcast TV. It was broadcast TV.
Yeah, they were network affiliates. Yeah.
Well, sometimes. Yeah. Okay. Some of them weren't, but yeah.
Yeah, well, basically, I mean, even on, but it went on some network stations, and so broadcast, yeah. So,
yes.
So basically has to be a little bit squeakier, cleaner than what you could do on cable. And let's not even talk about HBO, But yeah, it just, I mean, like I got what they were trying to do, and I just kind of went with it. I'm poking fun at it here and there, but I mean, they didn't do anything all that bad to Bashir. they gave him the wrong breakfast. Oh no.
They kidnapped him.
Yeah, they kidnapped
they kidnapped him, and they made him think that he was still in his, regular life when he was actually on a holodeck the whole time.
Mm-hmm. They manipulated him, but I'm like, that's like, I mean, they didn't mistreat him badly, that they took him without permission and manipulated him. It's not that bad, but I mean, but at the same time, theoretically, Starfleet is supposed to have higher standards than our society does. They're like, more, culturally evolved and da-da-da. So, I can kind of go with it. How could we, we are Starfleet. And it's just like, okay, dude, it could be so much worse.
I mean, to me, the way to use Section 31, and it's kind of the way it's used here and in the subsequent appearances in Deep Space Nine, the way you get away with it is you imply that there are like senior people in Starfleet, like way, way up at the tippy top, like the guys that are ultimately, that know about it and intentionally turn a blind eye to it because they know that Section 31 is there and will do the dirty work that they can then wash their hands of and say, well, I didn't know anything about that. Like, that's how you
Plausible
use that.
deniability. Yeah, absolutely.
Plausible deniability. And that concept doesn't work if you also establish that there are like Starfleet admirals that are in charge of it and paying attention to it and overseeing
there's no
it.
plausible deniability there. Like,
yeah,
when
the whole
it's your
point of it
division.
is, yeah, the whole point of it is like, yeah, maybe there are a few people at the very, very top of Starfleet that know about it and intentionally don't look into it and turn a blind eye to it because they know that it benefits them, at least from their point of view, it benefits them to have an agency like that will just go off and do ends justify the mean shit. And they can still, you know, sit in their ivory tower and be like us, but Starfleet doesn't do that sort of thing. Like that's, you know.
I did
but
like
yeah,
the bit that they
no
brought
other
up,
show
you
got
know,
that.
I did like the bit that they brought up and kind of shoved in his face about, you know, you lied to get this job and to, you know, be able to do that. Did the ends justify the means then, Doctor?
And I tell you what, it's some of my favorite acting that Alexander Siddig does in the entire series is him in that scene with him and Cisco and Sloane, when Sloane is pressing him on why did you finally come clean about being genetically engineered, and the sort of angry but defeated like resignation in his voice, you know, when he's like, why did you finally tell the truth, Doctor? Was it because you wanted to tell your captain the truth? And, you know, Bashir's kind of defiant, like, no, why did you tell the truth? And because I was found out. Like, it's so miserable.
Why do you have to be right? I don't like you.
It's such a great way to play that, you know. 255, well, 255, see, that's the thing. Because the answer to that question in real life is not cut and dry. I mean, the fact is, as uncomfortable as it makes us and as morally reprehensible as a lot of it is, there are things that an agency like, for instance, the CIA does that are to the benefit of the United States. That doesn't mean that we should be okay with it, or that, you know, we shouldn't challenge it and question it. But the fact is, there are times when, as a nation, that we benefit from that. And if Section 31 is going to be used as kind of an analog to that, and if the Federation and Starfleet are going to be, in that situation, analogs of the United States, you don't pose the question to say, no, absolutely not. The ends don't justify the means. You know, it's not a necessary evil. It's not for the greater good. Like, you don't want to give a definitive answer.
Yeah.
Because in real life, there isn't a definitive answer.
Yeah.
You know,
there's
people
that
like
humanity for.
Yeah, people like Sloane who say, you know, like, there are people, there are enemies that are trying to destroy us and trying to tear down what we have. And sometimes you need people like us to protect us, right? There's a level at which that is true. It doesn't make it good, and it doesn't make it something we should be proud of. And it certainly doesn't mean that we should empower real life agents like Sloane to go off and do whatever the fuck they want. But that inherent argument of, you know, we won't always have the luxury of keeping our hands clean, given the nature of some of the threats we face. That's kind of an uncomfortable tension that we should all be aware of and have to live with. And so if you're going to introduce that into Star Trek, I think that's the way to do it. So, you know, you shouldn't, it's something that I think should be in tension. Like, I don't think we should be on Sloane's side and say, yeah, he's right. He makes a good point. Sometimes the ends do justify the means. But at the same time, I don't think it's as simple as saying he's 100% wrong either. You know, but again, that's a complexity that a lot of the later shows that take up the idea don't really deal with.
Yeah. I enjoyed it though.
Well, I'm glad. Yeah, this is a good episode. I like this episode. And hopefully when we get to In the Pale Moonlight, you'll enjoy that one too.
Well, hopefully I enjoy all of them.
Yeah, 255 AD. No, I am not fundamentally opposed to the U.S. continuing to exist. No, I would like it to change. In some ways, I would like it to change a great deal, but I am not opposed to it continuing to exist. No.
So shall we
Yes.
pull up Wordmaster?
I think we should. Yes. Yes. What a great idea. So we're going to play Wordmaster, everybody. Now, for those of you who have not seen us play this before, you're looking at it right now. This is the Wordmaster board. It's basically off-brand Wordle. And we're going to play together as a group, but Dana will take the lead. Dana will take the lead. The catch is Dana does not actually see the Wordmaster board that you all are looking at now. She only goes by my description of what the state of affairs is. But Dana takes the lead. Dana decides what words we guess and so forth. So we're going to play as a group.
But I'm still watching the chat. So
yes,
the way.
Yes. So yeah, if you're in the chat and you want to play along and you have guesses or suggestions, throw them out there and we will play together. So Dana,
here we go.
What do you say? What do you say?
Let's start with heart, like usual.
Heart. Okay, heart gives us an A and a T, but both in the wrong spot.
Well, let's go ahead with lions then, our typical second guess.
Okay, well, lions gives us an N and an S, but also both in the wrong spots. So now we have 4 of the letters, but we're not sure where any of them go yet. There's an A and a T and an N and an S somewhere in there.
Boom. Let's be real clear here.
It could be ST something, I guess.
Yeah, and then AN at the end.
Yeah, what would that be?
I don't think that works.
Yeah, I don't think so either. I can't think of anything.
It can't be satin because no I.
Right. I guess it could be Satan.
Janet can't be Stan because the A cannot be the middle letter.
Right.
Yeah, and the S cannot be the last letter. But nasty would work.
Nasty, yeah, nasty could be it.
Yeah, I say that's a good guess.
Do you want to try that one?
Yeah.
You want to try nasty?
Let's go for it.
Nasty. That was it. Oh! Nasty. That's what you call it when you get it on the 3rd try, baby. Nasty.
Captain Kyle?
That's also what you have to be to call her Miss Jackson.
That's exactly what's going through my head.
Ah, Miss Jackson, if you're nasty.
No, that was not all me. That was Captain Kyle coming in. Yes.
HB Haggis got me. Yep. So.
Yes.
So we're off the next 2 weeks.
And then we're
for
coming back.
Christmas Eve. Yeah, we're off the next 2 weeks for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and then we will be back. So we will be back on January 7th.
Just after the students come back.
How about that? And we will be watching the first half of our next Poirot episode. And that will be Murder in Mesopotamia. That's the next Poirot.
Mesopotamians at Gilgamesh.
I always think of that was what the Daily Show called their coverage of the Iraq War, Mesopotamia.
Nice.
Yeah.
So yeah, but in the meantime, don't forget that just a couple of days away is the next Ask Away. So if you are a channel member or a patron and you maybe you haven't thought of exactly what ask you want to send in yet. You still have time. So just check your email inbox and send in a question, and Steve will read it on the stream on Friday, same 6 p.m. time, but 2 days later. And yeah, he'll start off with going through the questions from the patrons and the channel members, and then he will hang out with us, those of us who are here in the chat, and chit chat for a bit, and then we will have a lovely weekend. And so if you are not yet a channel member or patron, you can just, there's a little button down here someplace, you can click that join button, or you can go to patreon.com/Steve Shives and support his work that way. And either way, it is a great way to support the work of a great YouTuber.
Oh, thank you.
You are so welcome. Also, don't forget to look down in the description for some organizations that we would encourage you to support, as well as charitylinks.page, which has Ko-Fis and GoFundMes of some friends and associates of ours who could use financial help, because it is the season of giving after all, although every season, let's be real, should be the season of giving, because giving is great and helping people is lovely.
It sure is. You are right.
So.
Okay. Yes. Yeah. Yes. Mesopotamia, Philip. Exactly. Just like that. Mesopotamia. It's just like the joke that they made at the beginning of Cave Dwellers when the credit came up for Miles O'Keefe. And Joel says, "How much Keefe is in this movie anyway?" And Tom Servo says, "Miles O'Keefe." So anyway, so we'll be happy holidays. We'll be off for Christmas Eve and New Year's Eve, and we'll see you on January 7th for Poirot Murder in Mesopotamia.
Woohoo! So excited.
Bye, everybody.